So I guess it's like it's kind of the discussion of like, oh, it's a potato, potato, tomato, tomato kind of thing.
I guess it really depends on how much space you're allowed to have inside of the fight. And then, once you consider that, then it's either one or the other. I've also
Oh,
seen some people advocating for Hail of Blaze Jinx as like a answer to squishy comps.
hmm.
That's kind of an interesting thing to think about, as Ruin Kings are going to look for the invade near the top side.
Gets spotted out by the
Yeah,
Cho'Gath plus the ward, and the ward is picked up for the Nautilus. That's gonna be a very valuable pick.
Cho'Gath sniffs that one out. Ruin Kings are left with nothing. We're just going to go back to the original positions. Winx are positioned here inside of this river brush, but it doesn't look like Ruin Kings are going to bite on this one. Oh wait, Ruin Kings are moving towards bot side now, and they're going to meet right here. And it could be a flash
Oh,
though. Okay, here comes the CC. Rel in trouble, has to flash away, and that's the first summoner burnt in this game.
a little bit of disrespect coming out there, I'd say.
Yeah, but that flash coming in from the Rel so early is very big for the bot lane. Now that you think about it,
Mm.
this really nullifies a lot of the engage potential the Winx Club has. And in the matchup, it's already looking to be, Jinx is going to have a lot of freedom here. He's going to
Yeah,
have even
very
more.
true. Oh,
Okay, the
the
level 1
cheeky.
cheese from MDiv, that's a lot of damage. And this is exactly what you want to see. He could have gone
Yep,
even further, I think.
I think
This
so
is
too,
what this
actually.
is what Whippo likes to do in solo queue. Just take the level 1 cheese inside of a tri bush, make sure that the enemy top laner is zoned off of XP as well. Once
Yeah,
that
yeah.
happens, you build an even bigger advantage. But MDiv decides not to do it. He still has a health lead though. If he hits level 2 before the opponent, but still, that's so much damage. The set is easily favored. 3-6.
Yeah. Now, as a Cho'Gath in this early matchup into the set, you kind of want to nullify it, scale up. You already popped that potion, which is pretty sad to see. Personally, what I would have
Yeah,
done
it's
is I
too
would have
early.
done, ooh, a nice start connecting onto the Twisted Fate, cheeky little trade. But I would have liked to have gone Corrupting Potion on this Cho'Gath, and personally go towards a Frostfire Cape, not Frostfire Cape, an Everfrost 2. That's because Set only excels when you're not capable of fighting back, particularly if you're a tank too.
Yeah,
Now, if
those
you
early trades.
yeah, now if you do go AP, right, it does make it awkward for the Set, given that reliably the only AP magic
Oh,
resistance he
here
does
comes the
do.
first gank though from Winx Club, and Nautilus is way out of position on this one. Doesn't even flash. He knows he's dead, and that's first kill coming in for a Rinse. Just what they need in this situation. They want Vayne to get rolling as fast as possible, as Jinx is now in trouble. Flame Chompers, nicely placed.
Yeah. But as I was saying, oh, a gold card connects, but probably not going to be a solo kill. It's going to be fine. Ooh, a
Here
potential.
comes another gank. Are we going to get this kill? That's a
Yeah,
lot of damage from a Volibear. And that's a reply from Ruin Kings.
that was
Very
extremely
much
close there.
instantly.
A
Oh, here
repeat gank
comes the
here as
Hecarim
well.
again.
But the Jinx does have the flash. Doesn't use it. Condemn, possibly?
Has the
Or
flash
flash
here.
to condemn.
Just to. Oh, what a nice hook from Captain Fast! And this is a kill and reply from Ruin Kings. Very nicely done. Get excited coming in, but there's not enough space covered.
A
But here comes
re-engage
the re-engage
possibility as
from
well.
Winx Club.
A
Sorry,
TP
the
from behind from
TP
the set. Not
from
interrupted by the Cho'Gath, by the way.
actually
Oh,
interrupted,
it is
but
interrupted, yeah.
nevertheless, Ruin King's bot lane takes 2 kills on top of killing the jungler earlier. So this is very bad news. And now they get to deny all of these minions. They're going to hit the turret. Oh wait,
That
no.
was,
Next
that
wave's
was
going to come
very
in.
greedy. Oh,
Oh, Luke
misses
Carolina
his
takes
eye,
that
but
away with the smite. Here comes the fight though. But the mid laner is going to the mid laner from Winx Club is going to come in early. Is Luke Carolina going to take this one? So much damage.
it
The
makes
E
sense.
hits as well. Can Luke Carolina get away with this one? But stun comes in, the flash as well from Hans just to save his jungler.
It makes sense
Sending
that
a message.
It makes sense that Hecarim would lose that for two reasons. One, Volibear wins in an extended fight because of his little like W num nums, right?
Oh,
Oh,
the stun
potential kill,
lands!
very
That's a
nice,
shutdown from the Syndra. So well played from the Dark One.
and has the blue buff, which is huge.
Finds the window, and now he's very well positioned inside of this lane. He's gonna
Uh,
have to take a recall, but having the blue buffs is gonna help a lot.
but as I was saying, it's yeah, the Volibear wins in extended trades, particularly because of that W. The healing does increase when you're already using on a marked target. And this early in the game, no one has anti-heal, right? It's 5 minutes.
Yeah, of course.
Plus, if you looked at the fight, the beginning of the fight, it was a Hecarim that was level 3 versus a Volibear that was level 5. And when the Hecarim picked up the small raptors as collateral from the W plus the Q, he did level up to level 4, which wasn't enough, right? But also, the Hecarim opted to go for Phase Rush instead of Conqueror. Now, if he had Conqueror, that fight might have gone a little bit closer, probably an advantage of
Oh, that's the TF Destiny coming in. That's a 4v3 situation, but now Rel is unable to escape from this one. That's the first kill of the game for Hands. So much damage with the auto
oh my
attacks,
god.
actually. Vayne taking so much hurt from the Jinx. And Ruin Kings are going to start this first dragon. Not much that Winx can do.
Yeah, this
They're just
early
going to get...
game, especially like this half of the early game, not going as Wings Club would have hoped it to go. It looked hopeful when that first blood did come onto a Rinse. But then just overgreeding, disrespecting like here and there, just led to blowing the gates wide open. And I guess they're just looking to slow it down, maybe like build a stronger lead mid lane. Bro, we're
The
getting caught up.
Golem trying to come in from Camp Carry, but Luke Caruana is on top of things once again, and this is completely denied. Luke Caruana working so well with his laners, denying everything that Winx Club wants to do. And this is Ruin Kings pulling ahead with this game so quickly. It's already a 3,000 gold lead. It's 7 minutes into the game.
Yeah, already. And this Volibear is huge.
Oh,
This
that's
is
a dive. That's a free
yeah.
kill, surely. Another kill going on to the Jinx. February 14's gotta feel happy about this one.
And likely
Even
three
more
plates as
CS
well.
denied.
And 3 plates onto the Jinx. This is a very happy and content Jinx.
I gotta say, I'm so impressed with Ruin Kings and how they continue to play out these early games. Like, match after match, we keep seeing the same patterns. This team is just probably the best early game team that we have right now in UNL.
You know what? I would agree with you on that too. Yeah. It's regarding like the micro plays early on, it's very well done. Recognizing when the enemy support is missing, when and that the most likely avenue of playing is getting a pick mid lane, securing something more for the Syndra. And just recognizing that, just positioning well, and then playing together to get this active dive spot lane that we would have wanted to have seen in the Gourmet Gang earlier today too. But being executed much better this time by Luke Caruana might just be that his team comp has given him a larger avenue of success and potentials.
Yeah, it really does feel like the jungle is what mostly enables Ruin Kings to get the advantages that they get consistently game after game. Now, Arins is Arins is in a very big trouble. Jinx, I don't know if she's recalled already, but it might be Kraken Slayer angle already. Meanwhile, the Cho'Gath is getting mauled by the bear.
He needs that essential loads.
I don't think Essential Oils can save you when he's this far ahead. Yeah, Winx have got to think of an answer to everything that's happening, and it has to come fast. The TF ultimate is going to come off cooldown. Actually, wait, it is
It's already ready.
It
Yeah.
is already up. So Ruin King's probably looking for another play soon.
Probably just looking to get that shove mid lane and then play around the Volibear ulti, Twisted Fate ulti bot lane or something. We already see the Volibear ulti, like Volibear walking down, hovering around, maybe clearing some vision.
Yeah, the lane in bottom positioned mostly in the middle. Now it's going to slowly push towards Winx. But yeah, this just potentially spells trouble for
Yeah.
Winx Club again, as the jungler is positioned to dive on the next wave. And here comes the TF ultimate as well. We called it. The
Yep.
play happens once again. Lorenz
It's
has to
flash
burn
cleanse.
both sums. He gets away from this one, but
Rel is
Rel
stuck in
is.
a hard
Oh,
place.
wait. February
Oh, that's a
14th,
kill.
way overextended. But it's Rel who gets the shutdown. That's another kill onto the Volibear, though. This dive not going as well as
But
Ruin Kings
Vayne
might
picking
have.
up that shutdown on the volley
Okay.
bear, right?
Yeah,
I
that's a
think it's a shutdown.
shutdown from Vayne onto the Volibear. That's true.
Or
Ekram smites, but he doesn't get away in time. That's a
I think
fourth
he could
kill
have
for
sidestepped
Nautilus.
that. I think he could have sidestepped that. It was fast enough to.
Captain Fast is fed.
Yeah. But it was a nice redemption play for for Wings Club. But again, it's like Ruin King's just playing cookie cutter here. It's like we have dive potential now. Twisted Fate ulti up, Volleyball ulti up, bot lane is healthy, Waves in a
Yeah,
good position. Let's go.
yeah. It's basically all the boxes were ticked on that play, and just because they ticked all the boxes, it didn't matter that the execution wasn't really on point 100% because they still got what they wanted. They deny Arens even more CS and XP.
Yeah.
They still come away with the advantage.
And
So
now we see the fruits of those labors they've been toiling, and we already see Everfrost completed 4 Twisted Fate, and the Kraken Slayer picked up 2 for the Jinx.
yeah,
Now,
that sets up Ruin Kings very nicely for the next dragon fight.
yeah, these two like mythic item advantage compared to the lone Ludens completed on the Syndra, it's going to be more than enough to surely put enough pressure onto this dragon to allow them to take it. But it looks like
Oh, Winx is
oh
starting this one, but instant TP from MDIT, and we're going to have a fight on our hands. Volibear's running in, but TP in response from a Cho'Gath, but is it too late, though? Set coming in with the Facebreaker, hits 3, but this is looking pretty good for Ruin Kings as Jinx gets the first reset. TF is killing the Vayne on the other side, and this is just Ruin Kings winning another team fight. Surely there's going to be more kills to follow. Rel has nowhere to go, and Cho'Gath's getting ran down. What a nice zap from February 14th. And that's another kill, maybe even another. Okay. February 14th just stops at the right time. Probably would have died if he continued to move past
yeah,
that turret.
but that's 4 kills in advantage of 4 kills in advantage of Ruin Kings when when Wings Club were the ones that started up this dragon. And
Yeah,
I don't think Wings Club was in any position to start that dragon.
yeah, I think that was just they were just quite. They were not considering the TP from the set and how well it was positioned.
Hmm.
I mean, when you're this far behind, you really have to be careful when you actually start these dragons. Wings got punished again, and this gold lead is just ballooning.
Now, if you recall what I said about the set Cho'Gath build / matchup, it's look, we just see the set going straight for that Stride Breaker. That's
TF
ultimate.
ultimate, where's it gonna go? Okay, no kill there. But some more fighting going on in the bot lane. Super Mega Death Rocket just barely dodged by the Vayne. Arens escapes death, but for how much longer? He's getting targeted all game. Ruin Kings is really putting the hurt on this guy. They're not allowing him to play the game, and this is exactly what we wanted to see from Ruin Kings.
And that's
Just shut down the bot lane.
Yeah, that's a full turret plate. Full tower and turret plates
They
picked up.
continue to go in. The Vayne, is she just going to get solo killed by the Nautilus? Is he getting away? No, he's going to die to the turret. That's a shutdown, though. I don't know if that was worth it.
Yeah, that's enough to complete the Kraken Slayer onto the Vayne. Now the Vayne getting scary as the game goes on.
That's it.
Meanwhile, Herald was picked up. For Ruined Kings. It's so hard every time I just try to think about these teams. I just keep thinking of Gospel Gods versus Wings Club. Don't know why.
The backdoor game?
I don't know. It's just I'm gonna stop saying their team names. Honestly, I'm just gonna stop. That's gonna help. Is Herald not that valuable though? Primarily because turret plates no longer exist. I might just use this one to crack a mid lane, get that How do you say it? Get that Twisted Fate. It's just free, even more free actually. Is this a
Oh, that's a
no, okay.
1v2 situation. Does MDib have a right damage to get even one kill in this situation? No, he doesn't.
Oh.
Kip Carry gets that one. And that's an overextension, but here comes the dive onto
And
Visindra,
look
1v3,
where
but Pens
Vince
is
is.
way out of position on this one. He really wanted to get that kill, but he
And
gets
like,
punished swiftly. But Jinx almost dies, gets away. Here comes Luke Caruana, though, and that's a Super Mega Death Rocket kill from the Jinx. Doesn't have enough, there's not enough distance covered. And that's going to be it.
that was the Turbo Chem Tank Flash Q special from the Volibear.
Yeah, just zooming past everyone, getting that kill. Yeah, well, while all that is happening, Aren's got a fair amount of minions in the top lane, and he's pushing this wave in as well, but now he has to be careful. But all things considered, he's still behind.
Also, it's not a Turbo Chem Tank on Hecarim, it's just a Divine Sundra. And if you're already this behind on the Hecarim, I don't think you actually just need to go for Divine Sundra. You could just go straight for the Turbo Chem Tank, given that it's a very cheap item too.
Personally, I would question that choice as well.
Yeah, if you were to go, surely something like a Conqueror, right? Maybe you could see like a Triforce or a Divine Sundra picked up instead. But if you're going Phase Rush and you're this far behind, I think it's a little bit troll to not go for the Turbo Chem Tank, personally, in my opinion.
Yeah, when you're under leveled as a Hecarim, I feel like your only choice is to just play for utility, utilize your movement speed bonuses, and just try to play the initiator role, not the carry role. Just let the other champions on your team do the work for you. You still have the Vayne, who's going to scale into the late game, although now she's still obviously she's gimped inside of this game so far. Still not really allowed to play League of Legends. I wonder how many more minutes Renz will have to suffer under this Ruin King's pressure.
But if we look at positioning wise, we see Ruin Kings in a favorable position for this dragon that's coming up in 20 seconds. We've got the bot wave pushing in, the top wave is slow pushing out. And then they just can repeatedly keep getting priority mid lane, popping the Herald mid lane as well to secure this tower, possibly delay them to prevent the second charge. Also, just rush this Drake, most likely. And now, as Winx Club, you just have to give this up. You're in no position to get anywhere closer to this dragon, right?
Yeah, they give this up. They really have nowhere else to go once this dragon gets taken down. So this is just Ruin Kings taking the objective for free. And now Winx Club is staring down the Infernal Soul Barrel. Not the barrel you want to be staring at when the Jinx is on the other side. Already finished the Hurricane. Looking at the third item very soon. Already building towards it. What's it going to be? That's a longsword. Maybe just a Bloodthirster? I don't know. It's not an Infinity Edge, that's for sure. Yeah, Winx.
That's what I thought.
It's really rough. Like, the Hecarim's not really a factor in this game. The Syndra is not doing much either. Against this team, not much that she can actually do, in my opinion. And then the Vayne is also under threat constantly from the target CC as well as the Jinx. Just copious amounts of damage coming in.
Interesting. Yeah. Sorry, I was reading some news regarding some substitutions that may be needed to be made later tonight. Yeah, I do wholeheartedly agree with you. This Hecarim not really a factor in this game, and the Syndra is just not being allowed to be as not be as free. It's showcase how powerful she can really be because she's just not being enabled yet. Yeah, she's got some nice CS and she's got a kill and assist under her deck, but compared to a huge kill participation and map roaming pressure capabilities that this TF has presented, it's a vast difference.
Yeah, and with this gold lead, it really feels like all that Winx Club could hope to do is like get vision cleared on one side of the map and just get some
just
picks
starting Baron.
going. But yeah, here comes the Baron from Ruin Kings as TF gets jumped, but he flashes away and Winston gets nothing from that play. And now Winx tries to answer, but we're not really in a position to do anything. Now Cho'Gath gets jumped on. He does have enough health to... Oh my goodness, but damage from the set and the Volibear. Vayne just has to flash away. There's no way she can fight.
Though. Oh,
this Jinx is just
he doesn't need to use it.
Doing all kinds of damage. That's one kill onto the set, but it doesn't really matter when Jinx has the resets. That's another kill. That's a triple. Almost dies to the Syndra ultimate.
And back to the Baron we go.
And the Locket of the Iron Solari, I do believe that saved the Jinx in the end.
Yeah. Being very confident in not needing to use that cleanse, but having to flash after seeing that was it the set just being insect into the vein. It's horrible to see. This is not what you want to see. That's you know what it is.
Why would you even attempt doing that? That's just a free kill. Like you're Vayne without flash. I mean, Twitch could potentially do more, like in a situation like that. But even then, I would absolutely question that play in the first place. Rins shouldn't be there. Just accept what happened. Don't give any more gold to the opposition.
Yeah, it's very, very true. I would say I don't think I'm a big fan of the Runans on the Jinx. He does give a lot of value, but I think I would have preferred a Phantom Dancer to Lord Dominic's instead.
Yeah, Runan's Hurricane historically has good synergy with the Jinx rocket launcher.
Yeah, it does.
And it does well against these front to back compositions that just clump up in one area. But you have to wonder with these Phantom Dancer adjustments, is that just potentially a loss in DPS? I'm not sure about the math.
I think if it was Evo Tempo with Phantom Dancer, I think that would have a higher DPS output possibly. In like single jungle burst.
Ruin Kings once again have the positioning advantage. They'll be looking to secure this Infernal Soul. On the other side, we have Set still fighting inside of the side lane, but right now Cho'Gath is a lot stronger than he used to be, and he actually takes that trade on the chin. Ruin Kings sort of playing back, but now it's the flag is going to come from the TF as well as the Set. Oh, wow, that was an interesting play there, but obviously Vayne has nowhere to go.
Yeah.
But actually, Winx Club gets an answer kill onto the Jinx, but regardless, this is just going to be a Ruin Kings Infernal Soul, and yeah, past that point, Winx Club, I don't think they have any tools left.
Oh my god,
that's one kill onto Captain Fast though. Syndra's trying to do something, but the ultimate pinned against the wall. Nowhere to run. And that's Twisted Fate with the ace. The Ruin Kings.
The UNL ace being picked up here for Ruin Kings.
Yeah, the UNL ace coming in, and Ruin Kings is just cruising towards another victory.
That was incredibly painful to watch, and very unfortunate because Winx Club were forced to make that play. They just didn't want to hand over the Infernal Soul for free. And as we saw, Rins just walking in, he's stuck in the little route between the little path like down by Blue Bath going to Dragon, right? And meticulously place Jinx Chompers, right? Ensure that if Rins wanted to walk out after getting briefly stunned, he'd have to tumble into the Chompers and he had to instantly cleanse that, which he did. But sadly that wasn't enough because collateral that came as a result after that just blew him up completely.
When you're Vayne in that spot, you don't have the flash. Might as well say goodbye to your health bar, because yeah, it's just not happening. Ruin Kings, I really feel like they have the advantage when it comes to these fights just off of team comps alone. But here comes the 1v2 though. They're trying to kill Mdit. Renz is on the scene as well. Are they going to donate this kill? The TF ultimate coming in. I don't know if Hans wants to be involved in this, but no, it's just a gank mid. And that's a kill on the Syndra. So now
That's
what is Ruin
interesting,
Kings
but
going to do with this?
I really don't know. I guess they just like get top tower, but
Okay, Winx Club does
yeah.
get the free gold off of this play and just takes the tier 1 top lane finally.
Well, the gold lead doesn't change that much. It's still 11,000 or so in favor of Ruined Kings.
Yeah, this is still a very precarious situation for a red team. He needs so much more time.
I'd like to point out that both top lanes are now full build with the completion of Brambleback Vest, either side.
Yep, that's good to know. Here comes the engage from Winx Club as they try to take advantage of the numbers advantage. Okay, tautology there. But that's the shutdown on top of the vein. More gold funneled. I mean, that's pretty sure that's the word.
I like
Is
it.
it?
I haven't
Okay,
used
but the gold card, the damage onto the Hecarim, he's almost dead. Winx Club trying to fight on multiple fronts here, but Ruin Kings just have more damage overall, and it's not going anywhere. Kills just keep coming in for the Jinx. Now 9, 2, and 12. Already finished the Lord Dominix. Has a Hex Drinker as well. I think that's overly safe in my opinion, if I'm being honest, but fair play.
You never know, apparently, I guess. That rogue flash to Gathor or the Syndra R in the middle of team 5, yeah.
The defensive stats are obviously more valuable when you're in a spot like this, when you're ahead.
Yeah, very true.
Fab just wants to stay alive, and that's perfectly understandable. You're playing AD carry. You want to output as much damage as possible. If these defensive items can allow you to do more damage, then that's fine. That's what you want to do.
And now we just see a repeat of what happened before. We just see Ruin King's posturing for this Baron, picking up this Scuttlebug, ensuring vision around, and they might just straight up force this, because if they force this Baron, it forces Winx Club to come to them, and if they win this fight, that's just a Baron and potential inhibitor take as well.
Yeah, and it's coming down extremely fast, and it's going to force Winx Club to respond to this play. Can they actually do it? Or is it just going to be Hecarim trying to make a hero play and steal the Baron? Oh. It's not going to happen. Luke Caruana on top of things with the smite takes that one easily. And now the TF on the flank, looking for more kills, but he has to be careful. Don't want to be CC'd by the enemy team. But now he buys enough time, and Luke Caruana just dunks on the Syndra. There's no escape. And Ruin Kings just keep diving the turrets. There's no running away from this team. They're just diving.
That gold card does an insane amount of damage with that Lich Bane and RFC.
And that's just one kill going the way of Winx Club, but
and that's just inhibit to end, no?
It's 5 on the other side, and that is just the game.
Now, as Winx Club does, you can't do much into that. You either play for it, you either play for defensive after the Baron, but honestly, your counter siege is horrible. Or you risk it all on that Baron fight, hopefully getting something out of it, or even getting the Baron.
Personally, the game was over 10 minutes ago. But yeah, Ruin Kings move on to 8 and 5. They're looking very strong at the moment. Winx Club suffers another loss. They have to pick things up if they want to still contend for the top 2 spots.
Yeah, that was a rough game, and Ruin King showing a very commanding performance. And as we said prior to this game beginning, it should be a close game with, with both teams like having roughly different like kind of playstyles. With one team playing protect the carry and enable him, whereas the other team, it's we will pick carries everywhere and we will just dominate overall if you allow us to. And I suppose like this game was just blown wide open with how meticulously well prepared the draft plus the early game plan was for Ruined Kings.
Yeah, it does feel like Ruined Kings have figured out the way they want to play, and it keeps working every single time. Even against the top teams, they're netting wins, and this really bodes well for them.